Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, and dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. All praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers on the highways and byways teaching this word, this 100% truth. The Spirit's been on me to do a video, particularly with these Chariot sightings. Went on Saturday the 22nd, and it's been my customers. I'm a truck driver, and first off, I never done any videos before, so these couple of videos that I want to start doing, these videos whenever the Spirit's on me, and the Spirit is on me, I'm gonna hit the highways and byways. I already doing some research. There's a couple of brothers, well, it's one in particular. Yeah, he does garments, and but anyway, I do plan on getting on these highways and byways and teaching this 100% truth to the best of my ability. Anyway, I've only repented about a year ago, but I've been listening for about maybe 2.5, maybe 3 years. And when I first got into this truth, I know I started out like a lot of people listening to HOI, IUIC, a few others. But the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he gave me that spiritual discernment. When I heard those guys, I was like, nah, it was something about them, man. I felt some kind of way when I heard them. It was not right. But when I heard GMS, the apostles and elders of GMS, then it was on right there. That's when I said, yeah, this is something. It hit me in my spirit, like in a way I can't even explain. Same when I heard the name Yahweh. When I heard Yahweh Shai, the names of the Heavenly Father and the Son, something about that name. John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. And that's what I felt like. I felt like a sheep. And I heard the shepherd's voice and I recognized that voice. So, when I first heard this truth 2.5, 3 years ago, I immediately started telling people about it. I was excited about it. I was like, it was something, I was involved in other philosophies, other doctrines, wines, whatever you want to call it. And when I heard this truth, got rid of all that. All that other stuff ceased. Focused on His word. And I took what I learned and I started sharing it with other brothers, other Israelites, and I would tell them who they were. I would tell them, about the RFID chip, some mark of the beast, what would happen as a result of taking it. I told them about the chariots. And there's lots I come in contact. Like I said, I think I might have mentioned it. I'm a commercial truck driver, and I'm a day driver, so meaning that I don't stay out overnight. I'm home. I do 8-9 hour shift, and I'm done. I come back home, chill. I come home when I'm doing my route. I got my stereo, and I'm listening to the apostles. I'm listening to the word. I'm listening all day. And then I come home, back on it again. I'm listening some more, writing notes, taking notes, and listening to, I have a whole thing set up where I listen to, brother from South Carolina, listen to Maccabees and Mistress of the Kingdom brothers. They come on, and I listen to these guys, take notes. pretty much my whole day. I'm listening to the word as much as I can, man. You know, trying to soak this up, man. Soak this up. You know, I love hearing it. I love the word. And it resonates with my spirit. Something about these scriptures, and it's just in me. It's like I'm programmed to believe this. I'm programmed with faith. You know what I'm saying? So my spirit's been on me to talk about these chariots, and my experiences with them, and I've seen them many times. And I'm telling you, man, exactly what I saw on that video on Saturday 22nd is exactly what I've seen many times. Those were chariots. Those weren't Starlink. Those weren't satellites. I know what the chariots of the most Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua looks like, and I've seen them. They're like orbs, balls of light that disappear and reappear over here. They come back over here. They disappear and go over there. And what happens is, one night, I was sitting around 9:30 in the evening over here, and I was sitting in my van, and sitting in my work van, and all of a sudden, I saw this light just come on. It was just blinking. It got my attention. It was not there. It just started coming on. I was like, what the hell is this? It just came on. And I was looking at it, and it was just there. I was like, it just came out of nowhere, right in front of me. Then, all of a sudden, another one appeared to the left of it. And then another one appeared on this side. I'm looking like, whoa. What the heck? I said, those are chariots. This time I knew what they were. I knew what they were, you know, I had already known. And then there was another one over here. I must have sat there for about 3 hours looking at these things. I was fascinated with them. 3 hours I was sitting there looking at these chariots. And they stayed there. I actually left and they were still there. One of them actually started turning red. The first one that came, and they stayed there, and one of them moved a little bit, and the red one, the one that was the first one I saw that turned red, kind of moved away. Now the stars and all the moon and all that stuff moved and left, but they stayed. So I knew that those were the chariots. They had me surrounded, bro. I was sitting there like, man. And you know, I've had numerous other encounters. Like one time I was it was during the daytime, and I just happened to look up, man, and it was almost like above me a giant flashlight just came on like this, and it just, and I went, whoa. And then it did it again, and whoop, whoop, just went off like that again, and I was like, it was just a giant ball of light. And I knew that I was trying to reason like that was the first time I seen him. That was like maybe 6 years ago. And I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. I was in the truth at that time. And I was looking at it, I was like, I was trying to reason with myself. I was trying to think, you know, like, wait a minute. There is nothing in this world. When I saw that night, that evening, that day, there's nothing in this world that could do that. That white man that Esau has. Nothing. He ain't got nothing that can do that. The way it looked. It was the way it was. It just appeared and disappeared. And then what happened was, I said, okay, when I saw it, I said, okay, I'm tripping. I got to be tripping. But I knew I wasn't. I knew I seen what I saw. 2 weeks later, same thing. And it's a different city, about 2 miles away. It was later in the evening, did it again. I just happened to look up through the spirit. I mean, I didn't just look up for no reason. I looked up and it was dead. Just boom. And I was like, nah, I'm seeing something here. So these things are real. And what those were on Saturday night was real. Now, a brother, Sebula, it's a place, it's one of my stops. I've known these guys for years. They're good brothers. It's a father and son. They work at this company. pull up to the stop. The young brother, you know, he's about to load me up with the forklift, right? First thing he come out, man, on Saturday night, man, I saw these lights and blah 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 blah. He's going on and on. And I told him, I said, blood, those are the angels, man. Those are the angels. Y'all about to y'all shine, blood. I'm trying to tell you. I've been telling you. He said, remember I told you years ago? I said, yeah, you told me. Those are the angels, man. Those aren't aliens. You're not going to see little green men coming out of there. Those are the angels. Those are the chariots of salvation, the chariots of Israel, the chariots of fire. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't take that mark of the beast, RFID chip, and you repent, it's a good chance that they will take you out of here. And I actually showed him the commercial. Some of you probably remember it, the Foot Locker commercial. Remember the one when one brother got taken up and he said, "Oh, do your leg?" And he got taken up. He looked kind of like that brother. I said, see that? I'm showing it to him. I said, see, they're showing you right here, man. They're showing you what's going to be happening in the future, bro. See all the meteors was flying through the air. I told him those are the nuclear weapons. Those meteors represents the missiles that's going to be shot. Those are all biblical prophecy, man. All of this missiles, plagues, pestilence, nation against nation. It's going to be, I've told him about all of these different these things that's happening, and they starting to happen. He said, you're right. And they're starting to believe. So I'm going to keep talking to these brothers and keep telling them, man. And I think I haven't given them the information. A lot of times I tell brothers, I bring my phone out and I say, look, man, see right here, this is GMS. These are the guys you want to Great Millstone. Just look at it. Just go in there and listen to their lessons. They can talk to you better than I can. I'm a baby. I'm not really no teacher. I don't consider myself no prophet or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shemashah give me eyes to see what's happening. I can see what's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get bad out of this motherfucker real quick. Excuse my language. I gotta stop saying the word motherfucker, by the way. We shouldn't say the word motherfucker. That comes from, you know where that comes from. But you know what I'm saying. But so Isaiah 63 and 2. Wear out thy red and thine apparel, and thy garments like that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I would tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come. And then I told him, I said, there's a man. I said, the main fleet ain't here yet. But there's a man amongst them. His name is Yahweh Shai. With your World Economic Cards, JC. We ain't supposed to say the word. And I told him, he's got white hair and white beard. And you may see him if you live long, if you make it that far. Or upon a great mountain, that's like the book of Ezra talk about. I'm gonna read that real quick. Get my big apocrypha. I got the big words, the large print on it, cause my eyes is, I can still see, but this, I'm still got good eyes, but eventually I got to think ahead. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they're gonna go, so I got to at least have, you know what I'm saying? So apocrypha means sent away, hidden. And I'll tell you what, when I heard those brothers talking about, those chariots, and if they seen them, I was like, man, they got me juiced up, man. And I know, and his father, he pulled up. The dude's father, his son, and his son worked there. And he pulls up, and I said, "Hey man, you see the chariot? I talk to your son. I know you see them." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I saw him." And he knew what he said. Cause I was listening to Brother Malcolm the other day, and Malcolm was talking about how they were saying it was starlink. Yeah, starlink, right? Well, hot air balloon, weather balloon, What next? Haley's comment, motherfucker. Excuse me, somebody, motherfucker. Gotta stop saying that. But come on, man. No, we won't believe Esau. You a liar. We know that those were chariots. You know what the brother said? This brother said that when he sat there and he watched them, and he said he was bugging out. That's what he told me. And he said they were equally spaced across. They were equally from one another. And he said that they were coming out of nowhere. This boom, psh, boom, psh. And then it was following one another. And then one would come up and then go like this. The other one, boom, boom, boom. It's like that. Boom. He said there is nothing. He said the same thing I said years ago when I saw first song. He says nothing in this world that can do that. That man has nothing. He said the exact same thing. And I said, you right. You absolutely right, bro. You saw the angels, man. You saw the angels, bro. In the scriptures, talk about Michael and all the rest. Those are the angels those are them. So they coming, and I told them they coming here to take the white man out of power. They coming here to destroy. And they coming here to deliver the elect, which is a small remnant, a drop to a wave. And they come in here to do a lot of killing. And if you ain't right, you know, it don't matter if you, it's about Israel. A lot of the 2/3, they're done. They are done. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire, which is the nuclear weapons, and by his sword, which is the lasers, plead with all flesh. He ain't pleading like you may think he's pleading. He's coming to kill. And slain of the Lord shall be many. That right there, man, I'm telling you, just send chills up your spine, man. That ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? I try to imagine how the Lord's gonna come, man. How we gonna see how he's gonna appear, how he looks, how he gonna be dressed. And the scriptures give a, you know, yeah. I just want to go into a few for you new people out there who may be new to this. You don't know what these are. These are the chariots, like I just said, these are the chariots of Israel, the chariots of fire. The people here in America, most of the Israelites, the lost 12 tribes, most of the Israelites are here in America. However, we've been scattered across the four corners of this earth. People like Oprah Winfrey, Al Sharptongue, Messy Jesse, people like Lil Wayne, Michael Jordan, Wesley Snipes. These are Israelites. These aren't just niggas. These aren't these black people. We got the Northern Kingdom, Issachar, Zebulun, Bali. You got the Southern Kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, Levi. For you people who don't know, we are not who you think we are. We are the chosen people of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We are the Lord's chosen people. And there are precepts on that I can get, but don't want to stray off course, because I just wanted to kind of go real quick into a few scriptures, really. And like I said, I'm not much of a teacher. I know that I consider myself a teacher and all that, but I'm a guy. Even when I'm listening to the live stream, in the live feed, I just listen and take notes, and I don't say much. And by the way, you should know that when you're on the live comment board, you start looking at us. They know who we are. They know where we live. They know what we're protected. So I ain't worried about you. So I was looking at my phone the other day, about a couple weeks ago, and I always have to log on to the what is it, the Wi-Fi, right? And it shows like other people's Wi-Fi you can go on to. May have like David's Wi-Fi, may have some, coffee shop. I saw FBI surveillance van. I'm like, what the I was looking out around for a van. Wait a minute. Surveillance van. FBI. It was on there for a minute. I was looking. I think it was only for a few days or something like that. And I was like, yeah. So Esau was probably going to, like I said, some of us going to be cast into prison 10 days. You know what I'm saying? But don't let no man take your crown. I'm ready to die for this truth. I got nothing else. I'm ready to die for this. That's what it takes. So be it. You can only die one time, right? Esau can only. You look. Feel Yahweh who can kill both, destroy both the soul and the flesh, right? Well, the roughly paraphrase, we know the scripture. But anyway, I didn't want to get all into that, right? You know what I'm saying? So, 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and it came to pass. I'm going to break this down the best I can. And if I'm wrong and come aboard, please correct me, and I'll fix it. Chapter 13, this is very basic scriptures, basic precept, basics, but this is going into well, let's go ahead and get into it. Chapter 13, 2nd Ezra. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea. Now, the sea is the waters above. Look up at the sky at night. There's waters up there. There's water. And in Genesis, it talks about that. It talks about how the waters was divided from the water from below. So we got Genesis chapter 1, verse 6. Creation of the firmament. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And the Most High called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. So there's a firmament, and there's the waters, and Yahweh Shai is going to come through with the fathership through the waters. Understand? That's what just basically what this is saying. And lo, a wind rose from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. See? And behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, the chariots, Lord of hosts. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So when the Lord shows up, everything's going to bow to him. Everything. Animals, the fish of the sea, worms under the earth. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. It's talking about the lasers. Like as the earth filleth. This is a future prophecy right here. When it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So when the Lord shows up, shit gonna be going down. It's gonna be going on. It's gonna be on. People gonna be, the fire's gonna already be kindled, as the scriptures say. And then the Lord's gonna show up, and then they're gonna turn their attention and join together and fight against the Lord. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea, out of the waters from above. Esau have never been more than, from my research, from what they've shown, and they've had videos that said it, that they've never been past the Van Allen's belt. I don't believe Esau have traveled more than 500 to 600 miles above the surface of the earth. That's as far as he can go. He's been given limitations. He's been given very limited knowledge and wisdom and science. All right? The Lord set it up that way. To be quite honest with you, the Lord put them in a trick bag. Gave them these missiles, these nukes, to be used against them. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. So the Lord is going to be on a huge fathership, standing on a chariot. Huge. And this ain't going to be no, oh, I'm looking at this and I'm going inside the house. No, you going to be the Lord's going to have everyone's attention when he shows up. All right, he's going to show up with an entourage. He's showing up with chariots upon chariots. Now Ezra's going to go into describing this chariot as being, he wouldn't be able to see the edges of it. So in verse 7 here it says, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven and could not. So Ezra couldn't see the edges of this chariot. He couldn't see the whole thing. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid in yesterday's fright. So they were the people, the nations of this planet, of this earth, are going to fight against the Lord, but they're going to be afraid. But they're gonna, but the Lord's going to put the Spirit on them to fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it has been, a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. And you got to think about that. Like, you got to try to envision this. Like, damn, are you serious? Like, can you imagine what that would look like when the Lord comes here and just watch Independence Day, man. There's a movie, it's on YouTube now, I just checked the other day. It's called All the Black People Left on Spaceships. Please put that in. It's called Space Traders, I think is what it's called. Let's watch that movie. Watch War of the Worlds. Watch Independence Day. Even watch Martian Attack. The Martians are supposed to be, they're green. But those are supposed to be, if you notice in Martian Attack, they're killing mostly Edomites. One brother got it, that one brother, but some exciting times we're living in, man. I want to go more into some more breakdowns and some more scriptures, but I'll do maybe a part 2 to this video. But this really is for people that are out there. Like next month, they're gonna have the UFO disclosure in June. I ain't gonna believe a goddamn thing anything they got to say. I ain't gonna believe nothing. I know what I don't need to have them disclose anything to me, but I'm interested to hear what they got to say. I'm interested. And I told the brothers, I'm gonna tell the rest of the brothers I've been talking to about this for years. Don't you listen to that shit. You talk to me. I can tell you better than they can. Believe me, you. Okay? You're an Israelite. That's what I tell them. Okay? And I'm an Israelite. And those are the chariots of the Most High. The chariots of fire, the chariots of our deliverance. They come here to deliver the elect, and they come here to take Esau out of power. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Barak Athon.